What's up, y'all? It's Motion Mixtape, and as you can see, two things. We're in a different setting, and I'm pretty sure this is not Gerardo, so I'll let you introduce yourself. This is my girlfriend, Olivia.
And people call me Liv, and we've been dating for a year and a half, basically, now.
Yeah, we've been together for a year and a half, and so we got Valentine's Day coming up, and so this session we decided to do a little bit different. I know y'all are used to seeing Gerardo here, and he's definitely heavily missed, but as you can see, it's just me and my girlfriend here for this session, and we decided to do something a little different. So, we'll start off by just talking about how we came to be. I feel like that's a good starting point.
For sure.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Well, first off, we're in the spot where we had kind of our first date.
Yeah, and then we had a deep conversation, and we were like, "What do you look for in a partner?" And
and we talked about all that stuff. This was literally the whole day went out. Is she wanted a ride one day from school.
I didn't need one.
Yeah,
I did not need a ride. No.
But basically, we went after school, went to go get something to eat, and then she was like, "Yo, let's go play basketball." And she had heard me previously talk about, because we had met at least a week and a half, 2 weeks before, prior to us actually talking in person, and she had heard me mention that I like basketball a lot. So she was like, let's go to the park, let's go play basketball. And when she said that, it was like all my guys out there watching, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's when she said that, it actually, seemed like she was listening to me, and she wanted to do stuff even though she didn't really know me, just so she could spend time with me. So I was like, all right, bet. And so now we're back at the first spot where we basically had our first date.
Yeah, basically.
It's been a long year and a half. But I saw somebody, I forgot who I saw. It was a social media person, and he was talking about how he was in a relationship for 2 years, but it felt super long. And then one of the guys that responded to that, he was like, well, I've been in a relationship with my girl for a year and a half, but it feels like it's gone by so quick.
This has gone by so quick, I feel
because every day, even if you don't see each other every day, it's every day in a relationship, it just brings for a different story, or you have a different approach. And I feel when the saying, when time goes by fast when you're having fun, and I feel that's kind of how a relationship should be, But yeah, I think a relationship basically just means that regardless of the bad, a lot of it should be fun, because if you're having more bad than you are having fun, then that could be mentally draining on either parts,
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And definitely later on in this session, we're gonna have a little Q&A thing going, so we're gonna answer a bunch of questions that were asked from some of y'all. But I feel with Valentine's Day coming up, we have to focus on the couple stuff right now, and getting to not influence or inspire, because we've been in this for a year and a half, so it's not to say that we've been the longest couple out there, but definitely just to show you guys from where we are at our standpoint.
Realistically,
I don't know, you're a new guest out here, you should tell more about yourself.
Oh my god.
Or we could talk more about us either.
I'll talk about myself a little bit, and I got some things I gotta say.
Yeah.
So first, ladies, okay, I'm gonna go backtrack to our first dates. So I was wearing pajamas in a zip-up in the heat of the summer, and I was just let me ask him to 1v1, because that would really get him. It'll get him to want to hang out with me, and that's what he likes to do. And so we went, and we came out here, and guess what this man was doing, bro?
All right, bro.
He pulled the Rizzler move, okay?
Yeah, we're about to cancel her for that, because what the fuck is a Rizzler move, man?
Riz God. And basically he did let's compare hand sizes, And so that's what we did, and low-key, that connected us forever.
Yeah, I feel a lot of people will say nowadays that I hear so many things oh, you have to be with so many people to really find your person, or oh, you don't, how do you know if you found your person? But I mean, I think you could just people will say that
Sorry.
People say souls don't exist and all that stuff, but I definitely think that souls play a part, and you have that connection with somebody
for sure.
And when you're trying to build a relationship with somebody, if you don't have that connection there, I feel the relationship's not gonna work.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel low-key, this, some people might not believe this or whatever, but I really believe in interlinked and being connected with somebody and soul ties. And low-key, when I be getting a headache or whatever, or my stomach be hurting hella, he'll text me and he'll be you feeling okay? Because he just know I
or
don't
like,
feel good.
Or like sometimes we'll have like
the same issue.
Like the same instincts.
Yeah, like
or like we'll
his
be on the
stomach
same
will hurt
like,
and my stomach will hurt, or my pinky finger will hurt and his
like
will hurt.
I feel like when you're around somebody, like especially someone that you like really love, like enough, you guys like start to get like on the same like wavelength.
Exactly.
Because it's like
weird.
especially when you're talking about a relationship, like because a relationship is completely different. Like I've been around my family my entire life, but that doesn't mean that
it's a different type of love.
Exactly, it's definitely a different type of love that I think a lot of people definitely whether you're taking this Valentine's Day with somebody
or by yourself,
like
or with the gals,
you definitely have to like distinguish the difference between like loving somebody else, like that family love, and even just like self-love, because that's a big thing,
big
like
thing.
that's a big thing to like strive growing to grow towards, because I feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, if like your self-love is like kind of plummeting in it could definitely be hard for you to like
love that person.
Not necessarily just love that person, but it could be hard for you to like really find enjoyment out of the relationship.
Exactly, yeah.
Not even because like of what you're doing, but also could be what your partner is doing too. Like I've seen so many instances where people, they like put down their partner because they feel like they try to bring their partner down because they feel like their partner can't do no better, or like like they try to diminish somebody's worth because they don't like ultimately that comes down to themselves. And I feel like that's just when you're getting ready to get into a relationship with somebody, those are also the things that you have to take into account, is just like like having a will to like learn to do better, like because not everyone's gonna come into a relationship knowing what to do completely. I mean, shit, I did not. Like,
I didn't either.
And it just comes with time and working on things,
For sure.
Because it's not like people think that a relationship on the outside, like when somebody shows the relationship on the outside, I hear people be like, oh, like y'all have a perfect relationship, or like your relationship is just flawless. Like I hear people have told us that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
for sure.
Definitely once you get out of like that mindset that like like somebody else's relationship is like perfect, and you like really focus on what's going on with you, you'll realize that like many of these people's relationships aren't perfect. Especially like these celebrities that try to paint a picture of what their relationship is. It's not always perfect. And it just takes like working through things and just growing, I feel like. Like that's a big thing. I don't know what you got. You got something to say?
No, I'm agreeing.
You ain't got nothing to say. This your time to shine, bruh. You on the podcast.
Hey, I'm like ready to get these questions on though. I can't even lie.
No, we not there yet.
We're not there yet.
It's Valentine's Day coming up.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I will talk about Valentine's Day stuff, like ideas, I guess.
Let's give some Valentine's Day ideas to like maybe some of the like maybe if they're not even a couple, but I mean like it's kind of hard because Valentine's Day is like the day that we're gonna be posting this, but still like we could like for people that like you know what I'm saying, like if you need like Valentine's Day tips, right? Like
we got you.
Really, okay, like I couldn't say we could really give tips because it all depends on like
ideas.
But yeah, we could definitely like it just all depends on like the person that you're messing with too.
I think you should give flowers to everybody, man, female, or male, female, etc. I think that you should give everybody flowers because everyone deserves them.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny, we were talking about that literally like 2 sessions ago.
Oh,
like
well.
How we were talking about how like not that guys don't get like flowers a lot.
Oh, I did hear about. I saw that.
But not. I feel like a lot of guys don't really like realize that they like flowers too, and they think it's like a feminine thing.
It's not a feminine thing.
Flowers.
Flowers are used for funerals, weddings, birthdays, like anything. Okay, it does not matter what gender you are. And I keep clearing this, and I'm sorry.
But also, y'all guys out there, y'all are gonna get your girl flowers for Valentine's Day. I know y'all are gonna be watching this after the fact still, but make sure you don't get no like, not necessarily that you don't get no cheap flowers, because obviously everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all about like it's about the intent, rather than what you get. But like, I feel like it definitely shows. Like nowadays, it shows what somebody's effort is. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like if they wanted to, they would, because I feel like while that can play a part, like that you shouldn't base that over everything, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Because everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, I feel like people put more effort into something that they actually want to do.
Yeah.
You know, like if I wanted to sit here and, I don't know, like, we're on a basketball court right now. If I wanted to sit here and become an NBA player, man, I would literally be out here practicing.
Yeah,
like,
every day.
Not every day, but I would be like putting the work I need to do to like get better and, like, you know, not settle for every day. You know, I feel like you could apply that to like anything, especially when it comes to like relationships too. That's probably the biggest thing you could apply it to, is because if you want to grow with somebody as a couple, like together, you have to really want it and like put effort. We got this loud ass truck going on.
Literally.
But you have to be really like willing to put in the effort to grow together, as well as like grow individually, because that's the only way you can lift up. I feel like lift up each other and learn, like, and people who are too quick to fall back into their own egos or feel like, you know, they know this, that, they know everything, they can't do no wrong. But once you get that out of your like head, that like it's not always just the other person's fault too. Sometimes it could be your fault. Sometimes it just takes acknowledging that it's your fault too, because it's really, and all of these tie back into just communicating. Because I feel like I don't know, if I could ask a question to you right now, what would you say are your three like biggest importance, like when it comes to like a relationship?
Loyalty, communication, and
because we did talk
honesty.
About this. Yeah, we did talk about this 2 sessions ago as well.
Yeah.
So I figured to ask you, since you're on here now.
Yeah, those are the big three.
Yeah. Why?
Loyalty, because that's your partner. You don't want to do him dirty, I guess. I guess, but like, you don't want to do him dirty. Like, you know, like for CJ and me, like, that's my boy. That's my lover. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to do him dirty. Like, I just want him, only him. You know, and communication can fix a lot of issues as well. And that can tie back to loyalty as well, I feel like, too. Because, you know, like, if your partner is, like, worried about, like, you being friends with this person or whatever the case might be, communication can easily fix that.
Exactly.
You know? So I feel like communication is very important to fix a lot of issues. And I feel like honesty, like, you can't be lying out here. You can't be lying to your partner. Yeah,
it's just about, like we talk about a lot of relationship stuff on this podcast, and it just goes back to the, right, you're good. It's still on. That's not the mic. But we talk about a lot of things on this podcast when it comes to relationships. Yeah. And I think the biggest things that we do preach on is communication, because it's not all about like you're right, you're wrong. Like, yeah, there's going to be situations where that is the case, but when it comes to like feelings and stuff like that, I feel like there's never really a you're right, you're wrong, because at the end of the day, what's right for you could be a different viewpoint for somebody else. Exactly. But it doesn't mean that they're wrong.
That's why you have to communicate that, you know?
It's all about understanding how your partner feels. And even if you disagree, you have to decide at the end of the day if you're willing to work with your partner on that for the sake of your relationship. Yeah. And obviously, like, when it comes to communicating, I feel like can fix everything. Because if there's a miscommunication on something, literally that could be cleared up. Like, I forgot, we were talking, I think last session too, it was about the phone swap thing. Oh, yeah. And Gerardo was like saying, you know, what if somebody like went through his phone, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say that they're not even like cheating. Yeah, but like somebody says, not even says talking shit about them, but he said also, like, what if somebody was like sending a message, like you were texting like a friend or something, and a message gets taken out of context, which that happens all the time. Uh-huh. I know that happens all the time. Ultimately, that, especially like when you get to talking about these younger relationships, that'd be the cause of like some of them breaking up too.
Literally.
But all that could be cleared up with just talking about it and being open with your partner, so that like you're not even in a situation where it's not to say that situation is never going to happen, but you avoid many situations of that happening by just being honest about not only like what you're like doing, but like how you're feeling. Exactly. You know, like everybody has different boundaries. Some people feel comfortable like, you know, sharing phones or sharing locations, and some people don't, and they have their own reasons for it. But it ultimately just comes down to being honest and freaking talking with your partner, because everybody's different.
Yeah. Well, I know we have we have each other's phone passwords. We have the same password for like everything for each other. So
for our phone, definitely.
yeah, and we don't care. Like if I want to get on his phone and get on TikTok, I'm gonna do that. And get on his Instagram.
We were talking about this again,
Yeah.
and like I was like, I would give my girl my phone with
And I would give
no
him
hesitation.
my phone. Yeah.
Not even on some like toxic shit, but like
just if you're worried about something, you got
just because like if you ever ask me like, hey, can you show me this real quick? I will show you because I don't have nothing to hide. And like a phone is definitely like a sense of privacy, I feel like, but like at the same time I don't have nothing to hide.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't have an issue with like showing your phone.
Everything you know about me is on my phone too, so.
At the same time, I understand people that maybe feel opposite. Like it doesn't mean that they're wrong for that, but it's ultimately just about communicating why. Like if you communicate why, whether you look on either sides of the person that's maybe asking, can they see your phone or like can they get your location, and then the person was like, well, you don't trust me. Like anybody could look at the person that says, oh, you don't trust me, and be like, oh, they're hiding something.
Exactly.
And then somebody could look at the person that's asking for it and saying, oh, you don't trust your partner to be by yourself. Like you're showing like insecurity. Yeah. So like everybody's going to have different viewpoints on both sides. And I feel like it's more about not pinpointing somebody to like punish them on how they feel, but just talk and communicate with your partner so that you both can like get a deeper understanding of how you feel and how you guys feel together and discuss each other's boundaries.
Yeah, I also think it depends on the relationship. It just all depends because every relationship is completely different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
like we share each other's phones. What else do we do that's like that? Like
we do have each other's locations.
Yeah, we have location. That's what I meant. Yeah, we have each other's location.
And it's like both of us, like if we want to talk about the location thing and talk about how we communicated about it, is because for like the first like few months of the relationship, we preached, we were like, we don't need each other's location. Like there's no reason for us to have each other's location. I trust you, you trust me. So there's nothing wrong with that. But in this day and age,
it's scary out here.
It gets bad. And there's been some situations like, I'm not going to get deep into it, but there's been some situations where like I needed to get to her, and the only way I got to her was through having her location. Yeah. So like it's not a matter of like, I think it all depends on how you talk about it and how your relationship is too. Because some people want locations so that they can just like stalk what their partner is doing 24/7.
Well, I do watch how far he is away from me. Like I'm like, how long do I gotta wait for him to come pick me up, or is he on his way home, or did he make it home?
And that makes sense. Yeah,
I worry about his safety. It's more safety over like trust.
Yeah, that makes sense because like, but that's the thing too, is that like some people take the location thing and they run with it, and they're like, well, like I have your location, like what are you doing? Like why did I see you at this house? Why did I see you there?
Really good
and that's my life food. But they take that and they run with it, and like I feel like that's when you can get into like the toxic. Like I feel like no action or like it can be action can be toxic, but like I feel like it's like more like something like sharing phones or sharing a password or like that stuff. It doesn't have to be necessarily labeled as toxic, but it's more about how you act with it and how you communicate like based upon that. Because if you're out here like saying nasty shit to your partner about it, or like being an ass about it, like that's different, right? And I think that's probably like a big piece of advice too that I could give to couples, especially ones starting out, is that if you're having trouble like trusting like your partner or like loving yourself or like communicating, like all those things, it doesn't mean that you have to have it figured out before you get into a relationship, but it definitely does mean, like, because I see there's this trend going around now where they're like, it's like the quotes, and it's like, oh, you're the first guy to treat me right, and then the guy spams that, and it's like, he's like, I'm fucked.
What?
Like, because like there's a saying where like when you're a guy and like you get into a relationship with a girl who you're the first guy to treat her right, she fucks you over.
Oh yeah, okay,
I mean vice versa, but I see a lot of it about guys talking about with girls, but like at the end of the day, like that doesn't have to always be the case.
Okay,
like, it doesn't have to be the case at all.
Yeah, and don't follow social media, okay? Like don't stick to that and think, oh, like if you see a TikTok that's like, if you don't like this, he's gonna break up with you.
Yeah,
like, that's so stupid. Or stupid shit like that. Like not every relationships should not strive on social media.
It shouldn't be based on social media at all. Because like at the end of the day, yeah, like you can talk about like there's certain things that make sense. Like if you want to look for red flags in people, or like you know like
Yeah.
know certain signs, but you shouldn't base your entire relationship off of social media, because at the end of the day, even if like I saw a little post on social media like that, right, and I was feeling some type of way about it, I would come talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not even necessarily with social media, but I will come talk to you to see where you stand on it and like see how you feel about it. Because at the end of the day,
Sorry.
what
This kid over here.
The kid?
Yeah, the kid's like in the bush.
Bro, leave him alone, right? But
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it basically, I just feel like if I had an issue with something, I'm gonna come talk to you about it.
That's
and that's how it should be. Like it doesn't mean that you're wrong because you see something on social media and you like think like overthink it. And it doesn't mean that you're wrong because you do overthink or have insecurities, but it's just more about like talking with your partner about it. Because I feel like
all about talking.
At the end of the day, everybody has at least, I feel like, one thing that they might feel like iffy about, or it trips them out. Like, and a lot of people don't want to admit that. Some people want to think that they're like they have no insecurities at all. They don't ever worry about things.
That's a lie.
And while some people are more like healed than other people.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like everybody still has that one thing that either sits on the back of their mind,
exactly,
or it bugs them out just a little bit. And whether they try to convince themselves that they're okay, the only way that you're really gonna fix it completely is just by talking about it with your partner. And that can apply to like your family life too, or just anything. But it really focuses a lot on like with your partner. Yeah. Because in a relationship you need that. But with Valentine's Day coming up too, like I don't know. I'm ready to see like all of these like of course we know the meme of the girl. She's like, Victor, you did.
Oh my god.
In the room. Yeah, like I'm ready to like I don't know, even though that video was corny and obviously that was the point of it. I don't care. But like I love seeing like other couples on Valentine's Day. Like,
dude, I did message one of my my friends from school because she posted like her and her girlfriend, and I was like, dude, it's so nice seeing like other happy couples out here. Exactly. Like, because like I like seeing girls or guys, get treated the way I'm treated. Yeah. Because like it's just nice knowing that people are getting the best that they can get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
and if you're somebody out there that literally like hates and preys on the downfall of people who are happy together, bro, like that just says like of kind of why you're in the place that you're at right now. I'm not gonna lie, just, like. Because like I get that a lot of it is just jokes, right? It's like a trend, folks are saying like people were talking about like Travis and Taylor last night because of the game, and they were like like they were hating and all that shit. And then obviously people see these happy couples and they're like oh, like I hope the worst for you guys. Like obviously we had our fair share of getting those messages, but at the end of the day I feel like that kind of just shows like you being unhappy with yourself. Because if you like, and obviously I know a lot of that is jokes, so people are probably gonna look at this and be like, oh my god, bro, like take a joke. But I feel like if you genuinely like do feel that way, it's like you have to really take a look at yourself, and like, because there's no way, like, how can you as a person not look at like somebody else that's happy, especially like one of your homies, like your homies or like somebody around you, not look at somebody that's happy and like genuinely be happy for that. Because like even like the other day, like I saw one of my homies post him and his girl for their 1 year, and I was like, bro, I'm like happy for you, because like I genuinely like get happiness out of that, like seeing my people like win now, like. That's especially if I seen them lose, like if I seen them at their like their lowest, bruh, like and I see them win, like that's everything. Yeah. What the heck?
It's very nice to see like all my friends, like I have a few friends that I've heard their stories and they've been through their worst, and now they're with someone that treats them right, and like it's just nice. Like one of my like besties, not gonna name no names, but she has like had her fair share of like crazy stuff in relationships,
Holy shit!
I know, right? Like what the fuck? But her and her man, they really like, oh my god, wow. They made that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Like they worked, and it's nice seeing them like finally like push through that hard stuff,
Yeah, I think people sometimes call it quits too early. Like,
for sure,
like it doesn't mean that they're wrong for necessarily calling it quits, because obviously some people like they're just not like ready for like, yeah, some people just not ready for like a relationship, and like maybe like a relationship can be too much for them. Like I often hear a lot of people say that when they break up too. They'd be like, "Oh, like I wasn't ready for this," or like this relationship was too much for me, and I had to like step back, take a step back, and that's totally okay too. But definitely, I think a lot of people want to sit here and say that like our generation has these people who think because they fell in love in high school or like that they're gonna be together forever.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily about like us hyping ourselves up too much. It's just about the fact that
we love each other.
I feel like if you love somebody, like, and both of you guys love each other, not even necessarily like the same amount, because obviously like, but you don't want somebody that doesn't love you at all with somebody that really, really loves you. I feel like the same amount is definitely probably the most ideal, but obviously like, you know, I feel like I love you more than you love me.
No. He is lying. I feel like
my love for you is stronger. Not even in a bad way though. I
no. He's lying, guys. He's like, no, because he knows I love him more. I say it more.
Shut up.
I start it first. I say I love you. Right, he always has to say I love you too. So
chatterbox.
No, he's a chatterbox. But I love him more.
Anyways, but I definitely feel like when you have two couples or two people that genuinely have that love for each other, they're willing to like work, and but also like a relationship shouldn't be all work and no happiness, because then I can also understand why people decide to call it quits then.
Yeah.
But of course, like you can't come in with the ideology that the relationship's gonna not have work at all. Exactly. Or like I'll hear people be like, oh, like me and my girl, we haven't had a fight in like over a year, and that's totally healthy. That's totally fine. But it's not even about having a fight. It's just about the fact that sometimes you're gonna have disagreements, and sometimes you're gonna have to talk things out with each other.
Yeah.
Because if you avoid, I feel like that confrontation, or you avoid really how you're truly feeling, just to make peace, I feel like you don't necessarily have a real relationship. So that's why when people say, "Oh, like I haven't had a fight with my person in like 3 years," the only thing that I can think of is, wow, like. So have you guys like really talked about how you guys really feel about stuff? Exactly. Have you guys really had the chance to like discuss boundaries and grow from that? It's not me thinking that, oh, like, but like obviously at the same time it could just be a healthy relationship, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And maybe their version of fighting means like screaming and like yelling at each other. You shouldn't be screaming and yelling at each other.
Okay, I'm gonna add on to what he's saying. Okay, so one thing is in our relationship. I'm gonna talk about our relationship now on the topic of fighting. After this, we'll do the Q&A. Yeah. But I think that like I'm not afraid to bring up what hurts my feelings, and I'm not afraid to like tell him like you're being kind of mean right now. Like I'm not afraid to do that, because I know at the end of the day we're gonna work it out, and that fight is just gonna be nothing after. We're gonna be like, okay, we'll work on that, and that's that. Like I know when we have fights, like I don't get scared. Like, you know, in the beginning I was nervous because it was like new, and like I didn't know if like one little fight would break us up, and now I know like I'm able to bring up how I feel with him, and I don't care to hurt his feelings if I need to, and he doesn't care if he needs to hurt my feelings if he needs to, because we will tell each other if we're being an asshole.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to have that honesty with
you have to, bro.
Then you're just like giving somebody false hope.
Exactly. Like. So I like honesty, and I don't get scared no more when we have fights. Like I know we're gonna be together. I know we're not gonna break up.
And
so.
I just like to like personally I like to hear if I'm doing something, because it just opens the door for area that I can grow at, because I know I'm not a perfect person. Like even like just it's all about the way like, you know, you treat people in your relationship.
Exactly.
Also, that could be a way that how you treat other people outside of your relationship too.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shoot, like first of all, I don't want to be doing this to the person that I love, but like I could also be doing this to other people, and it could be stopping me from maybe doing something like making friends, or like just having a genuine conversation with somebody. So I feel like people just have to come into relationships with the idea that you're going to have areas where you can grow on. And so many people, like, I feel like are quick to take things as an attack, but it doesn't always have to be an attack.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just have to like hear something that you don't want to hear. And even if it sucks to hear or it hurts, you just gotta be like, okay, like I know where I need to work on.
Yeah. I know I definitely have, like, I know I definitely take things very serious, and I get upset. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, that's what he told me. He's being honest, and I need to work on it. And
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah, it's not to say that you're not gonna get upset, you know,
Like,
or like you're not gonna be like
bro.
feeling some type of way about
Exactly.
it. But at the end of the day, it's just you gotta not thug it out, but you gotta realize like, oh shoot, like
you have to work on shit.
I'm not a perfect person. I'm not trying to be a perfect person.
Exactly.
Like,
no one is.
Because if at the end of the day, if I feel like most people would rather have a partner that told them about stuff, and like gave them a place where like maybe they could work on something, than a partner that just sat there and never expressed their feelings.
Nonchalant.
Because those are the people that are also out there going and finding what they can't find in their partner from somebody else. So it's like, why would you not want your partner to talk about things?
Exactly.
But yeah.
Are you ready to?
I think now we're gonna head to,
on a less serious note, we're gonna go and do.
Well, this is still a serious.
Oh, it's gonna be serious, but like more fun.
We had some of y'all definitely put some comments down on like a couple of questions that y'all could ask us. So we're gonna do that, but we're gonna do it with a little twist. It was just something we've never done on the podcast in general. We're out at the basketball court right now. We got this loud ass truck behind us, and we're gonna each take shots, and whenever somebody makes it, we have the questions written down, and we get to ask each other those questions. So y'all get a chance to learn more about us, and obviously y'all know who I am. Y'all learn who she is, but y'all get a chance to learn about like the both of us together. So.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we're back, and like I said, we have a little twist. So we're gonna answer some of y'all questions, but the way that we're gonna do it is we're gonna be taking shots. Whoever makes it gets to ask each other the other question. So I'll let you go first.
Okay, don't make fun of my form. It's really.
I'll let you go first.
Right here?
This is the Motion Mixtape viral video, right?
Fuck, I could have made that.
You suck.
I literally could have made that. That's so annoying.
All right, let's see what I'm working with. It's been a minute, and the lighting sucks right here too, but it's alright.
You suck.
Be quiet, bruh. I've been in the gym, bruh. Like it sucks, bruh.
Stop making excuses up.
It sucks. I can't. Oh shoot.
Yikes, you guys.
You gonna at least have to hit rim.
I'm not even good.
You gonna at least have to hit rim, bruh.
We're never gonna answer questions.
You gonna at least have to hit rim. But we're not even gonna get through all questions because there ain't no way.
Just make it, man. Oh my. We're not answering anything. How's my fit, guys? Girls, how's my fit?
Bro, what are you doing?
Is it cute?
Shoot the ball, bruh.
You have to get it for me. Yeah, make a man get you stuff. Because I'm a lady. I don't need to go get a basketball.
You're chatting. Chatterbox.
Rate my fit, girls, in the comments.
Chatterbox.
Stop.
That's serious. You suck, bro. And you making me go get that.
Make him go get it, guys. I
wonder how Gerardo's gonna feel about you airballing all these shots right now. He's gonna be like, "What kind of guest did we just get on the podcast?"
You're airballing all the time too.
I ain't airball. I at least hit rim.
Okay, then make it this time.
I thought I was gonna bounce. Lucky bounce. We actually suck so bad. We're gonna have to speed this up.
Or we're gonna literally. Okay, can we just restart the video?
No. Absolutely not. This is all staying in.
Oh my.
This is all staying in. We just speed it up.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Finally, guys, I'm better than
you get to ask a question. Go get the booklet, bruh.
Sorry.
Go get the booklet. We got questions. We got like a couple of questions from y'all, and then we got a couple of questions that are just on there. So.
Okay. So first question. Oh.
Go. Pick any of them.
Well, I'm gonna ask.
You gonna ask from the top?
Yeah. Have you? This one's goofy as fuck. Okay. Have y'all ate each other's asses?
Oh my god. Yeah, this was Jessica that asked this shit. Wherever you are, bro, you're canceled.
You're canceled.
Yeah, you're cut.
Okay, answer the question.
Nah, we haven't.
Okay, well,
but
I do want to say, if he wanted me to eat his ass, I would eat his ass.
We did talk about this last session, Gerardo and his homies. But it's like, that's like kind of wifey material. So at the end of the day,
So you would, right?
it's like,
Okay, so first question. Oh, okay.
if you wanted me to, bro.
He would.
Like,
and if
not even if you wanted me to. I feel like
he would just do it for you guys. He would.
like I don't know, man. That's all. I'm gonna leave y'all at that.
He would. He's lying to you guys.
I'm gonna leave y'all
I've
with
asked
that.
him this question before, and he said that he would.
I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
So, I mean, it's close enough, right?
Ooh.
And I would eat his. He's a clean guy, okay? He's not dirty, trust. Like, if I sniffed his ass right now, it smell like flowers, okay?
Bro.
I'd eat it for him if he wanted me to. Okay? I can't even lie. That's husband material.
Why are you standing there like a reporter, bruh? It's your shot.
So.
It's your shot.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I shot 3 times already.
Oops. That was a good.
That was a good question.
It was stupid, but.
I'm locked in now. I already made that one. That's all I needed.
Yeah, you're locked in.
If you watching this, Makai, you're my voucher for that. I can actually.
I think Makai's better than you.
Why is she glazing the fuck out of Makai right now? Let's talk about it.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to push him harder.
Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to push you harder too. Finally! See, I told you, I pushed him harder to make that shot because I was dissing him.
All right, let's see. What question we asking this time, boy?
It's you.
What question we asking this time, boy? Got my 2022 World Champion Aces book. They 2023 champions now, back to back. We're just gonna order. Who likes who more? I think Gavin asked this one. I think Gavin asked this one. So.
I like him more.
She will say that. But
no, I mean it. Like I feel like we like each other. Okay, if we're talking
honesty,
I feel like we both like each other like the same.
I feel like
I feel like we show each other affection in different ways.
And
like,
I was about to say
like,
we have
I
different
like
ways.
Gift giving. Like that's like my biggest thing. Like I love gift giving, and I go all out for him for that. Like I will think of something he said freaking
10 years ago,
and I will be like, okay, well, I'm gonna make this for him. And
right, don't let me say I like something, because then she's gonna go buy everything.
Yeah.
Freaking Naruto related.
Yeah. So we show each other different in like ways.
Yeah, different ways.
He's very wordy. Okay?
Yeah, like I'm a chatterbox. If y'all didn't know, I mean I'm on a podcast for a reason. Yeah, but if y'all didn't know, I'm a Yapperton.
He's a Yapperton, but that's what shows his love, because love letters. And so I love when he yaps though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah. Alright, next question. We like each other more, but I like him more.
She's lying, bro.
I'm not
She's
lying. I'm not lying.
She say this, right?
So
I don't lie, but she made
so
it. I was gonna say Bob don't lie, but she made it. I can't even say that now. I keep messing with the mic.
Ew, I hate this question, but okay. Who would get more bitches if they were single? I feel like he would get more bitches. I just look at him; he's so handsome.
She the same one that was like, nah, she didn't say she had a roster, but I know she had a roster.
I did not have a roster.
I know she had a roster.
No, you had a roster.
I ain't have no roster. No, on the real though, like Gavin asked that one too. I know he did. He was with his girl when he asked this. But nah, I don't think either one. I don't think it's like a battle.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it because it makes me want to choke out and kill him.
Because like she had literally asked me the other day. She was like, "When I saw your TikTok, I thought you had like hella hoes." I was like, "Nah, dead ass. I never had hoes."
Did you think I had hoes?
Nah, I didn't think you had hoes. I didn't think you were out there like messing like that.
No, we don't mess around like that. So
yeah. So that's like, nah, we can't.
If you guys didn't know, I hate men. So yeah.
My shot?
Your shot.
Back to back? Ooh. I just been in the gym.
I haven't been more than you.
I've been in the gym. That's the only thing. I gotta get my power right.
Okay.
Like she hating. Dead serious. I'm on to the next one.
Oh my god.
Okay, my boy Donovan asked this one. Shout out to you, bruh. Guy or girl best friends? Thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on it?
Question. So, my thoughts on it is, I will kill you if you have no best friend, and I'll kill her too, all at the same time. I will burn you guys down in a house and cut your penis off.
All right, bro.
Feed it to her and see how she likes it then. But anyway, no. For real, on the real, he can have friends that are girls. It's not like I'm allowing him. Like, that's weird. Like, I'm not controlling her like that.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
I think he can have friends that are girls. I can have friends that are guys. But if someone's holding a more, like, a better title than I am as a best friend, or if you have a better connection with that person, then go date them. Why are you dating me? Bye. That's how I feel about it, and I'll kill a girl if she tries to get money.
Yeah.
Dead.
If my definitely I think the way that I view this is like when you get into a relationship, it's not that you didn't have like, because you know people want to say like, oh, like this was my girl best friend from like high school, or this was my boy best friend from like high school, like we grew up together.
Gross.
Like, and I guess like to an extent, like I definitely can understand that, and it's not about like allowing your partner to have a best friend, but also when you get into a relationship, I feel like that boundary changes. It's like not necessarily that like
you love her.
Oh, like oh you weren't really tight with this person before, but I definitely think that like it's like you're still like you're cool with this person, and don't completely like cut them off, because what I do see a lot of people, even when it comes to your regular friendships, I do see a lot of people just kind of ghost their their friends when they get into relationships.
Yeah.
But still keep contact with your friends, still like talk to your friends, and yeah, it's okay for you to have friends that are like the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Like definitely, it comes with talking with your partner too, and like you know, like if there was somebody that I used to be really tight with, right, and I got into a relationship with her, and she had like, oh, like she had asked a question about it, I'd clear it up. I'd be like, yeah, I used to be tight with this person, but now I'm not as tight with them because you're my person, you know, like and like they understand that boundary, it changes, and I feel like boundaries change. It's not really about controlling your partner from having a best friend or a girl best friend or a guy best friend. It's just that boundaries change. So it's like boundaries just change. Like when you get into a relationship, like at least me personally, like getting into a relationship, I didn't feel the need that like I needed to have a girl best friend. And if there was somebody that I used to be tight with, like I just used to be tight with them, and they understand that. Like,
I have a sniper in the corner, so you better watch what you're saying.
They understand that I have a girlfriend now, so it's like I'm not as tight with them because I have a girlfriend. So.
Shut up.
One hand.
No.
See, she be thinking I can't shoot. It's just I've been in the gym, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Whatever.
Closest you've ever gotten to a breakup. Okay, so this one will be like a little, definitely, I guess a little more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this goes back to like what we were talking about earlier. Is that like shit happens between couples? Like literally, like 2 weeks ago, we had broke up basically, but it was like, and that's the thing too, is that it was kind of like, I wouldn't say it was low key, but it was just kind of like we had come to the decision that like we felt like that was best for us. But now, as you can see, we're together. So
yeah, because it was not the best decision for us because we can't be without each other.
It's just about like we felt like we could make it work better than we did, like because in the moment of us basically coming to the conclusion that we should break up, which I feel like it was mutual, but it was like we thought that was the best decision for us, and then like we talked about it, and we were just like, we talked about it, and we were like,
I spent all my money at the store.
Shut up, bruh.
Grab some more.
We talked about it, and we were just like, we felt like that wasn't necessarily the direction we had to go, so we decided to give it another shot. Because we had been together for literally like
a year and 5 months.
A year and 5 months. So it was literally like a recent.
And it wasn't even like, it wasn't even a day.
Yeah, it really wasn't even a day.
It wasn't even a day before we got back together.
But that also goes to show that like if you're out there and you feel like a breakup is what you need, like, and that's what you really want, and that's what you need, like, don't be afraid to do it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to
But
do
also,
it.
like, if you feel like it's not what you need, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You do what you feel like is best for you.
Exactly.
Like, if you feel like you can work it out with your partner, you can work it out with your partner. If you feel like maybe you shouldn't try to work it out with your partner, like, you know, don't work it out. It's not necessarily about needing and not needing. It's just if you feel like you want to work it out with your partner and you want to try it, like, and continue to like work through a relationship with somebody, keep doing that. And if not, like, you know, just make the decision that you feel like is best for you. And it's no right or wrong decision. It's just about like what you two want to do. I feel like, because there's no like rule book on like a relationship
No.
at all. There's not really a follow, like,
it's different
guide.
for everybody.
Yeah, that's the best thing I could say. You suck.
Shut up.
We still at 19 minutes. 19 minutes and we're on question 6. And I'm about to get this 7th question.
Okay. Go then. Oh my god.
Come on, bruh.
I'm gonna...
She's not asking another question.
Yes, I am.
She's dead serious not asking another question. Oh, this is the 6th question. I was lying. What's your biggest fear about relationships? Elaborate.
Cheating on me, I would kill him.
I feel like that's a lot of fear for people, is being cheated on.
Yeah.
I think the biggest fear for me is like the idea of that, like, you thought you had all this with somebody and then it turns out like they didn't really like feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, and they were kind of like using you, whether it was for like attention or just having money. Somebody there, or some people get used for money.
I use him for money. So I use him for money because I need money. He's my sugar daddy. He's not my boyfriend, my sugar daddy. And I only really care about the attention because, attention, money, all of the above.
Yeah,
that's my husband.
Nah, but
that's my husband.
I think that's definitely like, I feel like that's probably my biggest fear. Like, because the thing with cheating is like, cheating really sucks, but I feel like if you had the nerve to go and like do something with somebody else, bro, that was off of your own actions. Like, I'm not gonna like make myself feel bad, like feel like, oh, I didn't do enough. Oh, like,
so if I cheated on you, you wouldn't be sad?
I would be.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying like the outlook is like, for me too on that is like, you decided to do that. You decided to basically waste my time and then go throw it away on some crazy night. Like, you did that to yourself. I would be heated. Like, obviously I would be, my emotions would be high. That's not what I'm saying.
I feel like it'd be like, but
I wouldn't really feel more like regret or beat myself up for it. Exactly. I would just be like, you decided you wanted to do that. That's your decision.
And I feel like it's easier for me to lose feelings quickly. And it makes it a little easier if a breakup ends badly, because then you're just like, okay, well, you're an asshole, bye. And then all those feelings that you thought you had for that person are just gone.
Nah, I don't feel like they're just gone, but they're easier to like handle, because then you know that person was like
an asshole. Bad. So exactly.
You know? Exactly. And like, I don't get caught up in like the could have beens. Like, so it's just more like, if something ends up badly, like in a cheating situation, it's just like, there's no could have been, like, this is what it was, and this is what you decided to do. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay. You better make this thumbnail cute.
This thumbnail? We do gotta get a like fire thumbnail.
Okay. What would you do if something happened to me?
That's the one you asked?
Yeah. That's the next one.
I'd be on my, what's his name? Andrew Garfield shit. Dead ass.
I'd be on my villain
That's a peak cinema scene right there, too. The whole ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a phenomenal film.
I wouldn't be on my villain arc. I would be like, who's lost somebody?
I'd be on my Andrew Garfield shit, dead ass.
I'm trying to think. I'd be like Michonne. You know, when Rick...
Yeah, Michonne was actually the definition of crashing out, dead ass.
That would be me. I'd be so...
She was the literal definition.
I'd become a villain. Like, I'm not a king. Like, I could not lose him, where I would kill everybody in the world.
Yeah, it would be
if
like...
If y'all have happiness, or if I can have happiness, y'all can.
Damn. Nah, it would just be like, you know, like, you see those videos of like people to have like their partner on like a necklace or something like that.
That's what I do.
It would just suck. Like I can't even put words to it, you know?
I don't even want to think about it.
Like, yeah, I hate thinking about that stuff. Like, just about the people I love in general, but especially like a significant other, because that's a different type of love. So I'll be on my Andrew Garfield shit.
Oh my god, I would too. I would look at me on that shit too. So.
All right, I'm gonna shoot from the 3-point line.
He's gonna shoot from
behind the camera.
Oh, I forgot he can hear.
Behind the camera, it's like. I thought I was gonna make it. Video. But I'm making this now.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
Right, I told you, I'm locked in now. I'm good. Free throw is nothing, bro. What's something that I helped you overcome?
I'm not there yet, but I feel like insecurities. I feel like, or being a good person, because I feel like I really strive on being a good person. So I feel like, you know, a lot of my past mistakes I've overcome with him, and was, you know, feeling like I was a bad person because of past mistakes when I was younger, you know. And so he's definitely helped me feel like, oh, I'm a new person, and that I don't need to base myself on mistakes. So, and insecurities and being pretty. So he's definitely allowed me to wear things that I would never wear, aka tank tops, and even kind of this shirt, to be honest with you. But tank tops and bikinis and stuff like that. He's so cute. Look at him, guys.
Shut up.
But yeah, definitely insecurities. I feel pretty, like when he compliments me, and like certain things I do. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just been a lot of like learning more about me in general, because I feel like I've always been kind of like a more like emotional person. Not even in like like I cry a lot or like, but like I've been more in tune with my feelings kind of growing up. That's just kind of how I was raised, is to like not dish my feelings to the side. But I feel like I never really was able to tap into that full potential.
Yeah.
And like I feel like you definitely allowed me to do that a lot. Even in my outside life. Like I'm doing things that like I feel like I wouldn't have done, like, and when it comes to my emotional like thought process and like my emotional actions, I feel like I do more things now than I would have done, like when I think back to myself, like even a year and a half earlier, you know, because I just feel like I've been able to like really be in touch with my emotional side, and that helps a lot when it comes to like my friendships too, and just like my life too, because it's more like I don't have to feel like I gotta like act a certain way, or that I can't say something, or like, you know, I can't like stand up for myself, defend myself, and like, or I just things like that in general. Like anything on the emotional level, I feel like I've learned a lot about dealing with throughout this relationship.
Yeah.
It's your shot.
And him talking, because he would be sad that people didn't like him talking, but I like him talking. And he always says this, but I literally listen to him talk. Okay, we're both talkers.
She's actually not. She just called me a chatterbox, literally, like earlier this session. Okay.
Don't play with it.
Get the book, cuz.
So, what's one thing you wish I asked you about more? What's one thing you wish I asked you about more?
One thing I wish you asked me about more?
Yeah. He's gonna say his childhood.
You said what?
Nothing.
I don't know. I didn't really think about an answer to this one. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this, actually. Maybe like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, I can't even think of one. Something I wish that you would ask more about me.
Yeah, just asked about.
Or just
what's one thing you wish I asked you about more? Stop looking at me like that.
Maybe like, because you already asked like about how my day goes, but maybe just more like on like, because like we were talking about this the other day, how like I feel like a lot of things, even though like they don't have to be, I feel like sometimes I take them like to a deeper level than it has to be, just because I like thinking of things on like a deeper level. So maybe just like something like that. Like I wish we had more deeper conversations that was like both of us. Like even if it was like on stuff that you thought deeper on, rather than like, because I do like you listening.
I feel like we also don't have a lot of conversations in general because we're not always with each other too.
True.
Which I like talking in person more than I like talking on the phone, because on the phone it sucks.
Like I wish we had more like not that we don't have deep conversations, because we definitely do. I feel like if we didn't, we wouldn't be in the position that we're at.
Exactly.
But more deep conversations that are also fun too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be deep conversations with us like literally like working on something. Yeah. It could be like a deep conversation of us having like just talking about something, even if it sounds stupid.
Okay.
Or like
Yeah.
Maybe that. I don't know.
I was wrong, guys. I thought he was gonna say his childhood.
Ask you more about my childhood?
If I asked more about your childhood. But I feel like I know so much about his childhood, guys.
I mean, yeah, maybe that too. Maybe that too, because I feel like I usually tell you about it.
Yeah, he loves talking about his childhood.
Rather than
me asking.
You ask, but I mean, like, that don't bother me.
I feel like I wish he would ask me.
Oh, this for you now?
Yeah. For pictures. Something simple, like, hey, send me a pic. Like, I want to see your fit today. Something simple like that. I don't know. Nothing on a deep connection. Just like, I want to see your beautiful face, bro. Yeah, that's it. Or ask me if I want to go to Wingstop.
Wingstop.
I want Wingstop right now.
She's actually gonna turn into a Wingstop. That's why you missed.
Ooh! Ooh, count how many I got. Count how many I got. Because I got more than him. Okay, guys. Next question. We're getting to the double digits. Okay. What do you miss more about our early days? What do you miss more about our early days?
Well, it's kind of like literally the same answer as you, because I know what you're gonna say.
Oh.
Literally just like, because we were in high school, and like, at the time we only had to focus on high school, work, and each other. And so we got together like as kids still.
Yeah.
And so it was like, now we're like, I'm finna be 20 this year, bro. That ass. I'm actually about to be an old head.
Don't be dating an older man.
You've been dating an older man. I've been older than you this whole relationship, bro.
I like it though, so.
And don't act like you're not right behind me.
I'm not.
You are.
I just turned 19. I'm not turning 19 this year.
You're turning 20 next year. At the beginning of next year.
Next year.
Literally 4 months after. You're turning 20 4 months after I turned 20. So, make sense. Whatever. Yeah, probably just the freedom that we had.
Focus on like.
We had a lot of time where we could just like, and yeah, it's like the early stages of the relationship, and during the early stage of the relationship, I feel like, all you do is kind of hang out with your person, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what I'm kind of talking about. Is like, we had that time, and then as time goes on, it's not even about like not hanging out with that person like ever.
Yeah. But
you do like start to like see how you can manage a relationship
while managing
yourself and managing your priorities, like your other priorities as well.
And
like, no, and just managing all of that, like, just in general. Like, I feel like recently, while I wouldn't want to go back to how we were before, like, if there's something I missed, yeah, definitely, like,
hanging out all the time,
like being able to like, like during that early stage, be like, all right, like, let's just chill, like,
yeah, I felt like we had like no responsibility.
We didn't have to worry about that. If we wanted to go like I don't know, go out somewhere,
yeah, if
just like, all right, whatever.
Let's go to Summerland every day.
Not every day, like, absolutely not every day.
But every weekend, just to walk around.
Like, if we wanted to like do stuff like that, yeah. But like now, it's just like
we're old.
We're realizing that like we, our priorities, and like one of the biggest things that like I personally, and I feel like you are too, trying to work on is saving money, because I feel like a lot of kids our age don't know how to save money. So,
and we're trying to get a house together. So
like,
we're saving up for that.
So. I'm not trying to have to, like, granted, I'm in a position where like I'm grateful for like what I
I'm
can
hungry.
be. But I think that like I would want to go out of college, out of my parents' house to a house. Like I wouldn't want to have to pay rent. It's okay.
Okay. Got this question, and then we have one more.
Go get the ball, buddy.
Disney.
It's my time to shine. Go get the ball. Anyways, since she wants to act weird. What are you most afraid of others thinking about you?
About like our relationship?
No, just about you.
Oh, you look so cute. So I think I've said this before and I'll say it again. Maybe just a bad person or like a mean, terrible person. Like I want to be nice. I want people to think that I'm nice and like sweet and respectful. Like I hate the idea of me being mean and terrible and gross and disgusting or smelly. I don't want to I don't want to come off as a gross, smelly person. Alright, your turn. He's gonna say smelly too.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I care like about my hygiene, but I wouldn't even say that it's like I care about what people think about me. Like, definitely that is what people think about you. I feel like I don't really care too much about what people think about me, but
okay, but if you did,
I'm so I'll explain it. But,
okay.
Like I usually don't like care too much about what people think about me because at the end of the day, like I have people that know who I am, but also I would hate like I do not really like the image of like giving off a person that I'm not, or like something being taken to an extent of like what I'm not. And it's not that I do a lot anyway, but like let's say like I had a conversation with somebody and maybe I wasn't having a good day or something and I had like a little attitude.
Oh yeah.
And then like somebody paints me as like this person, you know.
Yeah.
Like I guess that's one thing that because we talk about like people in the media too, how like people might have like one instance where they like say something, not even that they said nothing bad, but they just had a reaction that the people didn't like.
Yeah.
And then it gets thrown all out and everybody's like, oh well, what about that time that he did that? Like literally right now there's a meme going around of like Travis Kelce yelling at his coach, and it's just a picture of like him yelling at his coach. Everybody's taking that and they're like, everybody's gonna use this as the picture when Taylor Swift and him break up and be like, you should have saw the signs, like he has anger issues, this, that, and the third. But like it was just one picture that you saw of him.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what their relationship looks like. You don't know the type of person he is outside of what you see of him on the internet.
You're never gonna know unless you know that.
So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I would hate people to like view me as, is like somebody that I'm not, based on like maybe it was just one interaction, maybe it was just like what they heard, but like I feel like if you want to know who I am as a person, you should just come talk to me.
Exactly.
Like you shouldn't have to get that from somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're this type of person. Like if anybody like came up to me and asked me about like one of my friends, I would tell them like, how I feel about my friend, but like I'd be like, you just have to get to know them. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, they're a terrible person, they did this to me one time, because that's not my place.
You don't want to eat before and then have to come out and play basketball. You want to like do your little workout, then eat, and then just rest for the rest of the day. See?
I just made it.
You did?
Yup.
Actually?
Yup. You can go look on the video.
Oh.
You can like go look on the video after, but I didn't make it.
So what?
Hey, last question. Oh, I read like the second half of it and I was like, what does that even mean? What can we explore or improve to deepen our emotional and physical closeness? This is a good one to close with, actually. Valentine's Day and couples.
Oh yeah, fears.
Not fears.
Sure. Wait, say it again.
What can we explore to improve to deepen our emotional and physical closeness?
Can you answer first?
Nah.
I don't understand the question.
Like, what can we do to improve how emotionally and physically close we are together?
What can we improve on?
Yeah.
Communication always. Always communication.
That's the biggest thing.
And
Not gonna lie.
literally, and I think just communication.
That's the biggest thing.
That's it. That's all I have to
Because
say.
you gotta understand, like, when you don't, like, if you have something that's bothering you and you don't communicate about it, right, it affects
Everything.
how you act, it affects how you think, it affects all of that. So if you're talking about, like, even the physical stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you can tell just based off of your partner whether you're kissing them or hugging them or all that stuff, anything physical, if they're having a bad day or something's bothering them. Same with how they talk.
Can you tell I'm hungry?
Like, yeah, of course, because you mentioned that you were hungry. But just the way that you talk about things as well. So I feel like definitely that's the biggest way to deepen the connection, because when you talk and you can connect and you both can, like, really get engaged with your feelings, I feel like that builds that connection, that builds that emotional connection, because without that, then essentially you're just, like, I don't want to say it's just like another friendship that you have with somebody, but, like, I feel like if you can't talk, if you can't work to deepen, like, emotional connection and all that stuff, then you're essentially just like how can you say that that's somebody that you love if you're not willing to work and grow on certain things, like, or willing to, like, you know, just try to grow, like, you know, it's not gonna say it's gonna be a smooth growth palette, but, like, trying to grow and actually making an effort to grow, like, and communicate and work on things. I feel like that's what you do with somebody that you really love.
For sure.
And that's how you deepen the connection, because it can't be one of those things where, like, you know, you often see people, like, they'll get into an argument and then, like, 2 hours later it's like nothing happened, and it's like, it's not even about holding a grudge, but it's like how you act like you could just do that to me and then we just go about our business. Like, you should be able to talk about it, make sure that you get good about it, and make sure that you can continue to go on with your day, and not even your day, but the future with this person, without that thought being a problem. You know, even if you're feeling some type of way. So I feel like, communication ultimately. But
With that. I'm hungry, guys. I know this is the first time you guys met me. I'm very hungry, and I know I didn't talk a lot, but I'm hungry.
That's a podcast. You're supposed to talk a lot.
I know, but I'm hungry.
But it's okay, because I carry.
Guys, I will post if he gets me Wingstop or zombies. And if he doesn't get me Wingstop, then you guys can cancel him.
Alright, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you what you can cancel him on down in the comments below.
Anyways.
Okay, check out the description. Follow, and always...
we'll put her socials in the description, you know.
Yeah, and you guys can follow me and keep up with my cute relationship posts.
And shit.
Not too cool,
this
though.
bomb.
Only girls can follow
me.
If you're a guy, leave. Go home. Bye. Actually, if your girls follow me, make sure... This is my man. Okay, this is my man. And then if you're a girl that doesn't want my man and wants Gerardo, go for it. And then follow me. Not CJ. Gosh. He's not. He's taking
guys, go follow her. Don't care who follows her.
I'm just kidding, guys. For real. Everyone can follow me if you want.
But at the end of the day, you feel me? I hope that y'all enjoyed the session of us talking about Valentine's Day stuff, and then even a little Q&A at the end. I feel like that was.
Sucks though.
I literally made all of the shots for half of it. She literally made like 5 shots.
I can eat.
It's been a good session,
yeah.
And you know, hopefully y'all enjoy her being on here. And it's Motion Mixtape,
I'll come back too.
And we out.